until he saw his dead wife standing right in front of him. The CEO finally realized that the wife who had died 8 years ago was actually still alive. But she had indeed died from complications during childbirth back then. So what kind of supernatural phenomenon was this? It turned out it was because of the woman's fiery temper. She had caused such chaos in the afterlife that no one dared to mess with her. She even went straight to the one in charge of judging the dead, demanding that he arrange for her to be reborn into a top-tier wealthy family. But he coldly told her that the laws of heaven had already assigned her to the animal realm. In her next life, she could only be reborn as an animal, because her son in the human world had committed countless wrongdoings, and all of those sins had been counted against her. To get her to reincarnate as soon as possible, he gave her a token that allowed her to return to the human world. He specifically told her to go back and guide her son onto the right path. As long as she succeeded, he would let her cut the line and be reborn as the only daughter of a top-tier tycoon family. Hearing this, the woman trembled with rage and swore to settle the score with her CEO husband. Before the other party could finish speaking, she disappeared in an instant. Because she moved too fast, the moment she opened her eyes, she found herself inside the wardrobe of her own home. And her precious son was trembling right beside her. With one glance, the woman noticed that her son's thin arms were covered with layers of old and new scars. She immediately opened the wardrobe door and pulled him out. Just then, a photo fell to the ground. She bent down, picked it up, and upon closer look, realized it was a picture of her and the CEO from 10 years ago. The son also saw her face clearly and instantly recognized her as the mother in the photo. But he didn't dare to acknowledge it, because every time he used to hold that photo and miss his mother, he would be brutally beaten by the tutor his father had hired. So even though he knew the woman in front of him was his mother, he immediately crouched down, clutching his head and bursting into tears. Seeing her son so fearful, the woman's expression turned cold. She cursed inwardly. She hadn't even been gone that long, and this family had already fallen into such a state. And they had let her son be bullied like this. She walked over, held her son tightly, and softly comforted him, telling him not to be afraid. His mother was back. At that moment, the door was pushed open. The tutor walked in aggressively, holding a ruler. The moment she saw the woman, she froze in shock. Seeing this, the boy hurriedly told his mother to run away with him. But the woman wanted to see what kind of person dared to bully her son. When the tutor heard the boy call her mom, she flew into a rage and raised her hand to hit him. The woman snatched the ruler from her hand and immediately kicked her to the ground. The tutor instantly brought up her identity as the daughter of a wealthy tycoon, claiming that she was the future mistress of the household and that she would have the CEO come back and deal with him. Looking down at her, the woman said coldly, telling her to call the CEO and have him come back immediately. Today she was going to settle everything once and for all. The tutor refused to back down and kept shouting arrogantly. The woman didn't indulge her and shut her up with a single kick. Before she could even get up, the woman vented all the grievances her son had suffered over the years onto her. Then she told her son that they shouldn't hit people casually, but if anyone dared to bully them, that was a different story. Meanwhile, the CEO was staring blankly at the woman's photo. Over the years, he had never stopped thinking about her. Back then, she died from complications after giving birth to their child. He had never been able to move on from it, and he even remembered clearly how many days had passed since her death. Now, he himself was seriously ill. His only wish was to die soon so he could reunite with her in the underworld. At that moment, the tutor called him, crying and saying that a crazy woman had broken into the house and was